Hello everyone, it is Trevor from Peak Potential Physiotherapy and Wellness here. Hopefully I got my mic plugged in okay here. So I'm just adjusting a little bit. Coming at you live again, Thursday morning, almost afternoon. Wanted to review our blog that we put out beginning of this week. Hopefully you like the title, Don't Let Arthritis Beat You. The reason I put that up is my wife likes to say I am pretty competitive. I think she is too, if you're out there, Amanda. But don't let your body tell you what to do, okay? It can guide you on how to do things, but don't let it tell you what to do, okay? So, I am Trevor. I'm with Peak Potential Physiotherapy and Wellness in Collierville, Tennessee. Wanted to talk to y'all about the blog titled Keep Up with Exercise Even with Arthritis. So the problem being is that people have a default. I want to tell you why you want to keep up with exercise, and two, just some of the things that I have heard from a lot of our clients who have been told they have arthritis. And I'll give you a few stories about some people that I have with who've been told, oh, you're going to have knee replacement. Oh, you just have arthritis. You'll have to live with it. So I'm going to go through the blog a little bit, give you some tips on what's going on and why you should keep exercising and what you can do if you just can't exercise because it hurts so much. Okay? So first off, we have people coming in, and let me know if this resonates with any of y'all. Please, if you have questions, put them in the comments below. You can ask me while I'm live here. I'll hopefully get a few people on today. We'll see how big our audience has grown. But let me know if this sounds like you. So you have just aching in your joints that gets worse, or is worse in the morning and then gets better as you get moving, but just never goes away. Or pain that comes and goes for no apparent reason, just has no rhyme or reason. You're feeling like you have no control over the symptoms, meaning the aches and pains that you might have during the day. When you rest, you have to rest when your pain acts up. Oh, I just gotta sit down when it hurts, or I gotta rest. You frequently take painkillers to remain active. So I have people come in who say, oh yeah, as long as I take my Aleve in the morning and at lunch, I don't have a problem, or my ibuprofen or my Advil, just those things that come over the counter that will help. And I just take those and I feel fine. Or you believe that you need to avoid exercise because you're having problems. Or the doctor told you that exercise will make your arthritis worse. Or fearing that you're going to lose the independence due to arthritis. What we want to do is empower you to transform your life, to stay independent, be active, without the use of medications, injections, or surgery. How do you do that? Movement, okay? Movement is how you do that. The terminology is that motion is lotion, but that is true. So I'm going to tell you what arthritis is, why it's sounding like the things that you are doing. But if any of those things resonate with you that I stated above, if any of those, oh, it aches, oh, it gets better as I move, or I just have to avoid exercise, if any of those resonate with you, then we're going to go over and how to help that. That is arthritis. So what I'm talking about is osteoarthritis, or what's called OA. There's also something called RA, or rheumatoid arthritis. You should know the difference, and hopefully your doctor has told you about that. But I will define that for you so that at least you know. Osteoarthritis, which is more what people have that we see, is wear and tear arthritis. It's your body's breakdown over time of the cartilage in your joints. So you can't prevent it. You can try to mitigate it by staying active and eating the right nutrients, taking your omega-3 fatty acids. All those things will help mitigate what osteoarthritis does. But it's a wear and tear arthritis. The more you do, the more you might break down that cartilage. Not a bad thing. So don't stop doing things because you're fearing arthritis. Because what happens if you stop doing things? you sit around, you have problems with your heart, you increase your body weight, you decrease your lung capacity because you're like, well, I don't want to get arthritis, so I'm just going to sit around and just not hurt my joints. That's a whole other bag of worms we don't want to open. So you're much better off staying active so that even if you do have arthritis, you can mitigate the problems you have from that. So cartilage is basically the shock absorption within the joint, or there's different types of cartilage, and we don't have to get into that. Some coat the bone, some provide cushion. The meniscus provides a little cushion. The hyaline cartilage around the bone just supports the bone. But what it's also doing is you have what's called synovial fluid in your joints. That is the oil within the joints, or the lubrication. So movement helps the synovial fluid or the oil coat the joints, and that's why it feels better if you get moving. But you need the right movement as well. So you want to be able to move correctly so that you don't hurt yourself. So that's where the exercise comes in. So damage to the cartilage is what arthritis is. That cartilage is breaking down. So why exercise helps improve arthritic symptoms? One, it maintains the movement you have. So even if there is a breakdown of the joint, you can maintain that movement so that you don't have to say, well, I just got to wait until I get a hip replacement. It also improves your strength. If you can improve the strength of the muscles surrounding the joint, it will feel better. And it also maintains weight. By keeping your healthy body weight, healthy body composition, or BMI through exercise, you reduce the strain on your joints and your bones. Okay? But what if you can't exercise? What if it is just too painful? I've had a patient come in recently. I think I've told this story before, but it just sticks out in my head. She goes, I'm gonna have knee surgery because I have arthritis. When's the best time to have the surgery? I'm like, okay, so you've resigned yourself to having surgery, and she just wants to know when. I'm like, have you tried physical therapy before? She goes, well, I've tried it before. They gave me a lot of exercise, but it just hasn't felt better. I'm like, well, a lot of times the pain that you get, even though you've been diagnosed through X-ray or MRI that you have arthritis. Something else so also tell someone, a little tangent here, someone gets X-rays of their back. They're told they have spondylosis or degenerative joint disease or a slew of other things. A lot of times they're under the umbrella of arthritis. You have arthritis. Now again, we're not going to change the degenerative problems of arthritis, but we can help maintain your mobility of the joint space you have, of the muscles surrounding it. So back to the lady with the knee problem. She came in, we had, I think it was maybe 2-3 weeks. We did a lot of soft tissue work around the joint to allow her to start moving the joint correctly. She walked a lot, and she didn't want to hobble. She didn't want to limp. She wanted to feel active and mobile. So we got the muscles around the joint moving correctly. We got the joint moving correctly. And by the end, she was like, maybe I don't have to have that surgery. I'm like, no, as long as you can maintain. Now, there are extremes. We have people come in where we're seeing a patient right now who we treated for a week or two, and we just weren't getting the results that we needed. We referred her out to a surgeon, to an orthopedist, and she had to have a hip surgery. Sometimes the degeneration is just too much, and we're not going to get there. But that's why we strive so much with people. Get things taken care of early. Don't let things fester. Don't say, I'm just going to see how it is tomorrow. Ask us. That's why we're here. We want to give you the best information to make sure that you can make a better decision about your health. So if that's just a phone consultation, if that's just a discovery visit to sit down and talk to one of our therapists, if that's an email, anything, just jump on our website, peakpotentialpt.com. Ask us a question. Let us be that resource for you, okay? So why should you do exercise? Exercise gets you things moving, gets the synovial fluid to coat the joint and all those things, but if you just can't do it, that's where we come in. That's where we use our hands. That's the manual physical therapy. Let's do some massage. Let's do some soft tissue work. Let's get the joint moving so that then you can maintain that active lifestyle that you want, that independence that you want and crave. Even though you might not be saying it, it's in the back of the head. I've talked to a lot of people who say, oh, well, it is just pain. It's that seed of doubt that something might happen that's a little bit worse, okay? That's what you don't want. And that's what we can give you by getting things moving correctly. We can give you that confidence to be able to get on the bike again, to be able to go to the gym, to be able to use a personal trainer to reach those strength goals that you want to be able to do, to pick up those grandkids again. That's what we want to be able to do for you. So, got one person watching, so if you have any questions, please put in the chat below or the comments below. I'm going to link to the blog, so if you have any questions, there's also a little tab there if you want to request a call from myself or one of the other therapists. Please just click on that, and we can help you make a better decision about your health. And don't let arthritis beat you. I think everyone's got that little competitiveness in you, so don't let that beat you, okay? Try to be as proactive as you can. The words that we use are very powerful. Once you give something a label, I think it has control over you. If you say, oh, I have arthritis, then that's what you will rely on. That's your default mechanism. That's a limiting belief that's in your head. I've been trying to work on some of mine myself, so don't label yourself. Don't say I have a disc injury. Don't say I have arthritis or DJD or degenerative joint disease. Don't let that define you. Be proactive. Take control. Let us help guide you and get you that control so you can be active and be able to exercise so that you can live that fulfilled life, okay? So again, I'm going to link to the blog below. Thank you for whoever is watching, and please share this with anyone who you think this might resonate with, and I hope I will be back next week to talk to you again. Please, if you have other things that you want me to discuss, if there's anything you want me to answer, I've been compiling a few questions. Maybe we can just have a Q&A sometime coming up. But put those in the chat below, put them in the comments, and I'll get to those as in a Q&A session sometime. All right, thank you. Have a great rest of the week. Enjoy this weather. It is incredible. Not summer in Memphis right now. Talk to y'all later.